Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whereabouts you are in the world. I hope you're having a phenomenal day so far. And welcome to today's stream where we're kicking off with some Stellaris. This is our community game. We're just waiting for the last community member that's joining to jump in and getting the hot join underway. Oh, there we go. There we go. So for those that haven't been here for this run, this is the overall map. I'll be able to show the players as soon as everyone's loaded in. And this is our kind of co-op light round of chilled out Stellaris on a Sunday afternoon. It's not hugely PvP. It's just really designed an excuse for us to get together and play a game together. So this is it. I think we started off with 10 players and 20 AI, excluding the Forerunners.
The unholy cookie F1 just subscribed. I be lurking to support this old flanker.
Thank you, Cookie, for the resub. Much appreciated. So, yeah, this is a community run. This is me playing the Night Nation Earth up at the top. It's probably going to get a bit messy. We've got a couple of people that were playing that are now AI, and one person who was playing who left the campaign because they got utterly crushed by an AI, unfortunately. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. One of the nice quality of life updates for Stellaris now is you do at least have this loading so you can see who's loading and how far off we are. It looks like we're almost fully loaded in, so let's grab our players. We have Togo, Ryan, Russ, Daft, and Hobo.
So Tomat with a hot joint. That's good.
Yep, Tomat's here.
I was worried that we had started the hot joint as Tomat got back.
Nope, I'm not completely daft. If I say I'm going to wait for someone, I'm going to wait for them.
You know, only daft is daft.
You're only
That's fair.
sometimes daft.
Wow. Okay. I imitate other people a lot, and I just did a British accent. That felt weird.
Oi, Gov.
Nice.
There we go.
No.
We're underway on slow speed.
ICTD'd.
Excellent. I'll pause now then. If everyone can not click, and we'll do the re-hot drawing.
Why the heck did I CTD?
This
I,
sounds like a solid blame Ryan moment.
I stopped responding for a moment there.
Yeah, I
I
did,
guess
but
my
I
game
think
just
that was-
decided
First
to
step.
not start responding again.
Right, let me know when you're back.
You gonna
Okay.
have fun,
I'm
fun
fine
today,
joining
Flanker?
you.
Hey, physics.
What's up, guys?
Hello, ICTD'd right off the bat.
Nice.
So don't be pressing anything.
I haven't put in any orders.
That's
I'm
okay,
excited.
Cookie.
Cookie goes to war with me.
Looks like his Sunday time, he says things have changed a lot and leaves you 1 hour free on Sunday to play. So it doesn't really feel like you're playing Stellaris in that hour. So potentially just split the lands between yourself, Physics, and I.
Oh, I see.
How dare he?
I know, right? I still haven't had a response to my letters of complaint to Chaos for, having to earn a livelihood at weekends. How dare.
So who was that? The Starfish Order?
The Northern Empire. You'll see them in the north.
Yeah, the Starfish Order.
I'm fine with my empire size being what it is, so I'm not going to press into Cookie's space.
Yeah, and you've got a vassal.
I'm trying to stay under 100 freaking Empire size, so I'm not pushing in.
Right. I'm doing poorly at that at the moment, 185.
He also borders Tolmat, so
Yeah.
Tolmat can have him. Or you can make him your freaking whatever.
I
Subject.
already have a vassal, and there's a 1 vassal limit to stop players just trying to get high score by vassalizing everyone around them.
Right, I get that. This would stop a former player from dominating this area.
I can't
Yeah, that's
imagine.
fair.
Who,
Then one of the two of you, the 2 others can take him as a vassal. I just already have a vassal.
can't imagine who would have taken so many just random vassals for the sake of vassals in something recent like the last run.
Sorry. I took one vassal because that was my first vassal. And then the other vassals I'm pretty sure I just created.
We're underway,
We are indeed.
so don't do anything till the end of the month.
Honestly, it's looking good.
I'm probably gonna be releasing the necromages after my next war. I'm just letting them get conquered by somebody.
Right now, I'm allied to Cookie, so I'm not too concerned about him, whatever he does. But he does have a bigger fleet than me.
And how suffers your Sunday, Flanker?
It's been a bit of a non-event, unfortunately. Plan and I have both been unwell, so we'll make up for it during the week.
Well, just stop being sick.
I know, right?
At least you have an excuse to sit around and chill.
That is true.
Nah, it's Flanker. He doesn't need an excuse to do that. He barely does it anyway. Even when he's chilling, he ends up working anyway.
Yeah.
Work is chill for Flanker, though.
Alright, I forgot to make that fleet retreat that I had sent in against the Void Spawn last week.
And I just remembered what I was doing, which was just about dang near tripling my colonized planets.
Franco, as your vassal, I wish to have independent diplomacy and be in all conflicts with all the same conflicts with unified censoring, and in exchange, I will give you some alloys, consumer goods, and science.
Honestly, I'm pretty happy to release you as my vassal, bud.
I want to be a vassal. I want you to be strong this time.
We might want to vote down the current proposal.
We are
because it
being
nerfs
hailed.
Our naval capacity.
Oh, this one. Yes, we should vote this one down.
I'm already voting it down, I'm pretty sure.
No, stop moving.
Research
Oh.
concluded.
Ryan, you need to change your vote.
I can't.
Click on the red where it says opponent.
Okay, now I can.
Sad dog.
Oh
in the
no, I can't
background.
yet.
Yeah,
I can't
Oh,
yet
because-
because I was tied to
Flanker.
Franco's vote for a while.
Flanker has to change his, and then you'll go to his.
Yeah, I can't change mine yet because it counted me as voting immediately. So there's 80 days until I can vote.
Yeah, same here.
That's just silly. You have 4.4 diplomatic weight, and you're a subject of Flanker who has 1.7.
Yup. It happens. I mean, I don't have a military, so it's not too surprising.
You're the second highest diplomatic power in the galaxy.
No, third highest. Without a fleet. Why do I have this fleet? What the heck is this?
So anyone who thinks that machines got nerfed with the Machine Age Empire, take a look at that.
Well, that's just me using arc furnaces, and I think that's the thing that's broken.
Yeah, the Machine Age is broken.
I know, Hobo. I know.
They purposely break it every DLC to sell copies.
I could hear your thoughts from across the ocean, my friend. The slapping at the back of my head.
Do I want my fourth planet to be more alloys, or do I want more unity?
Unity is often very powerful, especially with an alloy giant like me giving everyone like infinite alloys.
I mean, how many alloys are you making a month?
260.
Okay, so I'm not too far behind.
Good.
I'm nowhere near that, but I don't have arc furnaces yet.
I'm also giving 66 to Flanker.
Okay, so I'm just shy of 200, but I'm
I also don't know where to put arc furnaces.
spending it out the wazoo to upgrade things.
Somewhere with lots of astral bodies, so...
I know, saying I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, I don't think mine are the most optimum positions. I've got 2 up at the moment. I think I can have 3.
You can have 3, but it's kind of broken. Like, I haven't researched what systems to put them in yet. Is what I'm saying.
It's bugged
Yeah.
as well. so you can't actually make the third. You basically can't make your last arc furnace.
Test it. Maybe the bug's
You-
gone. Because
you can.
Wait, there was an update recently.
Once you build your mega, once you get mega engineering research, you can build your max because your mega engineering adds 1 to your max, and then you can build 2 more. So it lets you get to your actual max.
I've had the third one for a couple weeks.
I think you built your third one before the hot patch came out that broke it.
Oh.
That could be.
Because when it first came out, I tried it out and I could build it in a single player, and I thought it was just single player was broken because I did a second run and I couldn't. It's like, oh, single player is broken. That's nice. Yeah, I still don't have it.
I don't even have level 2 temples? What am I doing?
That's a good question. What are you doing?
No, what are you doing?
Not playing well. That's what you're doing.
What's up, man? There was no light, old.
Don't you just hate it when a good
Who else
character
didn't-
gets absolutely terrible upgrade options?
Yeah.
Who else didn't show up today?
Dak and Cookie.
Hey, Steve Otar, how are you?
So, Vault Tech isn't here either.
Oh, and Voltec's on my border. Lovely jubbly.
They're both on my border.
Oh, we have solid relations actually, so it shouldn't be a problem.
By the way, very important. Happy Father's Day, Flanker.
Oh, my. Yeah, you must have a couple kids that, a couple of descendants out there.
Yeah.
You haven't gone celibate your whole existence.
His kids is long since passed. He's been celibate for the last couple thousand.
Oh yeah, his kids, but he has ancestors.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate you all.
He has descendants, so obviously.
I mean, I was more going for being the father of this ramshackle community that manages to hold all of us together. But you know, I suppose that was too sentimental.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
That is stretching farther and farther to find a reason for me to exist.
That made me tear up a little bit, not gonna lie. Okay, maybe I will lie. Apparently I just lied about lying.
Did you get enough McDonald's nuggets for the rest of us, Flanker?
No, I did not.
Rude. Can't believe you'd do such a thing. After going out all that way to compliment you.
Every so often it's worth going to McDonald's to remind
We have
yourself that
encountered
McDonald's is no
spaceborne life
longer
forms.
cheap or good.
I guess I need to start improving relations with Vault Tech.
Yeah, if we ever get burgers out, we make sure it's an expensive place that actually gives huge burgers and huge portions, because McDonald's is just not worth it.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
It's too bad you're way up there. What a burger makes a good burger.
Physics, your puppet is in my way, so I'm declaring war on them.
I mean, we have
Puppet is in your way?
Yeah, your subsidiary or whatever.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I'm not
Why do
gonna
you need
wipe
to
them
go
out
through
or
their
anything
space? Wait, why do you need to go through their space?
to get to the Forking Union.
The Forking Union's the other half of my subsidiary. They rebelled.
Yep.
I'm gonna be making them my... I'm gonna go make them my subsidiary. You're gonna be declaring war on me too.
I know, that's why I was letting you know, just so we don't have to fight though. Although, actually,
Well,
never mind, I found a new target.
I'm pretty
That's
sure
what you-
he's just reading.
I know, but he's gonna raid someone I'm trying to make my subsidiary, so kind of no.
Oh yeah, can you raid the Ganvian Blessed Union? Oh no, you can't because.
Yeah, I'm like.
Why does the Fallen Empire hate you?
I don't know. I'm sure I had access to them at one point.
Just
and then they changed their mind.
Just a heads up, what I remember, guys. I don't know if next week's game is going to go ahead because I don't know what my schedule for the next 2 weeks looks like.
Okay.
Both for work and for travel. I may be traveling again, so I will keep everyone posted in Discord and give you loads of notice to let you know what we're doing either way.
Fair
But
enough.
Thank you.
Want to give you a heads up now because I would very much like to be in Scotland next Friday. So,
I guess
Well, we
we'll
would
allow
very
it.
much like you to be in Scotland next Friday. I mean, yeah, that's what I meant.
Do you want to go to slow speed?
can do.
take a shot.
Yeah.
No,
how
that was
goes-
actually a question. Do we want to? I'm trying really hard not to push about it at all, and I'm worried I'm not succeeding.
Do I want Mastery of Nature this time?
Don't have any food left. Look.
Saddest little dog in the background.
Because you're evil and not sharing all the food that you don't have.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Can't believe you'd bully an innocent little dog like that.
Well,
So if you do have too many alloys, I need to build up my defenses against possible former player Dak. Keep Dak in line this week. Ryan.
Yeah. Give me a moment. I need to press the button multiple times.
No problem.
You know, the plus 1000 button.
Oh, that's a lot. Thank you.
Yes. I had quite the stockpile.
I just went through almost half of them building defensive platforms. My fully defended stations are 20k.
nice.
Wow.
You need another 20k on top of that.
It'll get there. It'll get there.
This nanite interdictor I got for free is just full of level 5 defense. Okay.
Ah, I found a new raiding target. All is good.
Oh, I just hired a pirate.
Ahoy.
Our sign ship
I
is
have
under
master
fire.
builders.
What?
Yeah.
Don't do that on stream.
Knowledge is the key
What?
to the universe.
Boo.
Yeah,
sweet.
I got mega engineering. But I decided to invest the time that it would take to research mega engineering.
You should, because you went that route for your starting.
Yup.
It's a good payoff for you.
Yeah. So how are you doing on consumer goods now, Franco?
I'm on plus 154 at the moment.
Sweet. Do you have any consumer good jobs?
Other than research on Soul, not really.
Nice. Oh no, I meant consumer goods producing jobs.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Throughout the whole.
I'm almost at it. I might get to a point where I don't need them anymore at some point.
Oh, virtuosity for the machine one? Yeah, that is stupid.
Yeah, it's busted as hell.
As soon as you finish
completed.
it, you have maximum population with no housing requirement.
Really?
And every time you get a job, you just write new
Cancel
software.
agenda available.
It's busted.
So basically, what people think AI is going to do in the next decade.
It does punish you for having multiple planets. Like, you have to play. It forces you to play tall if you go that route. But it is.
Well, you can just go. You can just go individualist machines and then get an equimonopolist and fill it out, and then it's busted as hell.
Or you start with the machine world.
That's not as powerful because the districts don't give as many jobs.
They give Unity jobs, and then your next planet you make in Econopolis.
Oh, good point.
It's stupid.
Does anyone know if missiles are any good against
Missiles are meh.
Are they any good against corvettes though, like the smaller ships?
It depends if they don't have any. It's the best thing you can use against corvettes unless they have point defense. Like if you go
except for the fact
missiles,
that they only retarget once. Or do they fix that?
Who cares? They you only need one missile to hit. And when you put 3 missiles onto each corvette, you're firing so many it doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
But if they have a single point defense and 2 missiles, they will wreck your fleet.
Good to know. Thank you.
So, like I said, it depends.
It's basically
they made a few patches ago, like a couple years ago. They made the fleet combat very rock paper scissors.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you know who you can farm that you have access to?
Who?
Cookie.
That probably wouldn't go well for me.
Cookie's not coming back.
Isn't he?
Knowledge is the
He
key
said
to
in
the universe.
chat
Ship
he's probably
upgrades
not going to be
applied.
back. Sundays he can't really do anymore. We were talking about that. He was talking about me and Flanker splitting his territory, but neither one of us want him. So you can make him a subsidiary. You can go farm him. You can go just.
Yeah, I recommend going to farm him because he's got a lot of pop.
Knowledge
Yeah,
is
and
the key
Poggers,
to
they're
the
all the same
universe.
as me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, close enough. Right. Well, I'll farm these other folks while I build up the challenge cookie. Because I hear he's a monster, don't you know?
He's got 30k fleet power when he
Yeah,
last
yeah.
played.
I've got like 15 at the moment, so... Oh, wait,
Ryan did help him build that up last week, so he
We
could
have
fight that war
encountered
where he just took
spaceborne
out
life
like half of
forms.
his empire and then stopped playing.
They really need to make it so that, like, normal ships you get from events can be upgraded. Like, I get the nanite one and that not being able to be changed, but just basic ships should be adjustable.
Even the nanite one, you can change it. You can tell it to change different stuff based on what you're doing.
Yeah, but like, it should just be at least be able to change like the weapons on them, or just upgrade them. Because like, I've got a cool one that I got from an event, and it's kind of becoming obsolete and doesn't fit with the rest of my ship, so it's kind of pointless anyway.
Yeah, that happens.
Oh, let me know if you're gonna farm Cookie so I can break my defensive pact beforehand.
Tolmat has also said that he may try to take some of Cookies or make him a subsidiary.
Fair
You
enough.
guys can work
So-
together since Apes is Strong can work together to break his fleet and take him down. And I'll help you guys. I don't want any of his territory though.
Yeah, all I want is like one territory in the area. So I've got a forward base.
You come take this one that's right on my border. That would get you access to this side of space. Oh yeah, my border with Voltac's getting better. 15k and build it.
I'm starting
so
to transition all of my research labs into nanite research labs because they give 50% more jobs.
Consumer
At the
goods
cost of
price on the
nanite.
global market are now almost free.
That what is?
Consumer goods.
I've been good. I've been buying them apparently.
Council
Yeah,
agenda
they're
ready.
0.5, about 0.5 each. They're cheaper than
How
food.
the hell am I
Ship
buying?
upgrades applied.
And I can set that back to a forge world and just buy the consumer goods that my current bulwark needs until I release him after this war.
I've got 217, almost 18k fleets of Corvettes. I haven't upgraded my ships. Still running Corvette.
Wow.
Research concluded.
They may be small, but they're mean.
Research concluded. Ship upgrades applied.
I'm still haven't got arc furnace tech. That passed. I guess Flanker never changed his vote.
Oh no! Oh wait, I forgot to change my vote.
I did change mine.
I forgot to change mine. Someone should have reminded me. I have ADHD. I'm prone to forgetfulness.
Blame Ryan.
Yeah, pal.
Solid blame Ryan moment.
Brian,
Hello.
for this lack of action, you are going to be banned. Boom.
Oh, Metroid Link.
Research concluded.
Well, about it's my subsidiary.
And we can't put in to repeal it for 2,400 days.
Yikes.
It took 1,800 days to pass, so
Yeah, but I'm over my cap now. Not that I need to interview and stuff.
yeah, I'm just upgrading now to try and get some more cap.
Research concluded. We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
I didn't realize the Plus program is now available to affiliates.
I'm still making over 100 nanites a month.
We are being hailed.
Third world problems.
What's the line, Flanker? Oh, boo-hoo, woe's me, I'm so rich.
Yeah, pretty much. I am having fun doing an all-in nanites build. All out nanites build is what I mean.
Someone finished the Cybrex event, right?
Yep. Cyber Alpha is in Tolmat space. You should go. You can go research it.
Oh, so is there still a point to finishing?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
What's everyone else's science at the moment? I'm trying to work out how far behind I am.
Almost UK.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
640.
I'll planet that I can make research right now.
Ignore whatever Ryan says. He's heartbroken.
He's a tryhard. Mine's 820.
Cool.
he's
Mine's
playing-
926 with bonuses.
He's playing the newest expansion pack, freaking meta race. Well,
That's
sub
the
meta.
best without going super meta on just over 1,000, so you're pretty on schedule now.
Cool. Thank you all.
Oh, you idiot.
I mean, I also have 552 empire size, and it's still going up.
Wow, that's a big empire size.
Yeah.
Oh, I angered the.
Have some money.
Thanks.
What was
You said
that?
you needed alloys.
Why,
I
he
angered the
paid 20K.
aliens, the giant statue thing, so now they've got a 2,000 strong army on one of my planets.
Oh. Do you have an army to counter?
It's really annoying.
Nope, and that's my consumer goods planet.
Oh
Do you need some
no.
consumer goods, bud?
Ask me when the month takes over.
You can bombard down a planet now. You don't actually have to retake it. You can just leave your fleet above it, and they'll slowly kill the army.
Oh, it's only minus 260 consumer goods, actually. I thought it was going to be worse than that.
Only.
I mean, that's only like 200 energy credits, so.
I guess I'm going to have to
Knowledge is
bombard
the
my own
key
planet.
to the universe.
Oh, a Dyson Swarm on this. This Dyson Swarm is only giving me 94 physics.
Aw.
Boo-hoo, I'm
I
so
was really
rich.
hoping for like 400. I don't
think
know
that's
why I
how maths
expected
works.
Can't you do
Why
math?
would
It
do
does.
that?
It does times 30.
Yeah,
The basic was what?
4.
Yeah, 4 times 30.
Yeah, 4 times 30 is 120, but it bounced up to 4, so it's less than 4 and more than 3. About 3.1 is the initial. No, it's times 31 actually, because it's plus 3,000%.
Yeah. Well, it's also plus your mining base. Whatever research you have in the
I
mining
see.
base.
So it must have been about so I guess it's 3-ish
We are being hailed.
by default, and then it looks like it was 4 because of bonuses. That explains.
Yeah. Because all the Dyson Sphere is doing is increasing the mining base there.
Blocker cleared.
Or the star's output by 3,000%, and the
Blocker
mining base is
cleared.
increased by your mining base research. Or research base. Sorry, that's a research base.
Thanks, Flanker.
No worries, bud.
With how much alloy prices are fluctuating, I keep going between like plus 300
Ship upgrades.
energy
applied.
credits a month to minus 300 energy credits a month.
Yeah, that's still
Oof.
pretty much plus
Oh,
550.
so like consumer goods and alloys are just fluctuating so much.
Yeah, I have been selling a few thousand of each. Apologies.
Just periodically.
Yep.
Oh, that explains.
Research concluded.
Not I'm the kind of person who likes to do the rather than suffering from success, but only 300 positive energy credits. How are you so poor?
Away, peasant, from my sight. I'm on plus 349.
Yes.
Which is all right. Considering I'm not doing any sort of economics build or anything, I'm pretty happy with the stable positive.
Yeah,
It
it's
is good.
nice.
Get ready to invade and conquer
The
most
mega
of-
arc furnaces.
I'm pretty happy with my plus 650 energy a month.
Yeah.
Nice. Particularly
arc
building
furnaces
tool
and
physics. That's
Dyson
awesome,
spheres.
dude.
That's 3 Dyson spheres, or 2.
Yeah.
I
That's
can
what I was
only
about
build-
What?
to say. These spheres, well, the swarms and the arc furnaces kind of make up for any
Yeah, Dyson swarms.
lacking.
I have
expansion.
126 from one Dyson swarm, and I have 153 from the other one. 158.
Yeah, they make tool incredibly powerful, and I'm not sure I love it.
Well, Wide can do.
I also have
Yes, yeah, everyone can do them.
my subsidiary. I also negotiate every 5 years to keep increasing his requirement to me. So he's giving me 45% of his basic stuff, 15% of his advanced, and 15% of his research right now.
So you're a Tory.
Wow, I don't think physics has ever been insulted quite that much in one stream.
I'm a who?
Oh,
The Conservative Party, the current UK government,
Oh, I don't know who the hell they are.
whose current latest plans include, after providing a national insurance cut of 2% of employers' national insurance.
You're going to talk about the conscription again.
No, actually not. So the latest thing is that they can't afford to give the docs and the NHS pay rises, but they can afford to give business owners a 2% cut to national insurance, which is the bit that's meant to pay for the NHS and pensions. And they're proposing to have a zero rate amount for people that are self-employed for national insurance, which would mean that they would, if we pretended for a minute that any of us will get pensions, it would mean that people that are self-employed would get pensions for free. And the reason that's a controversial policy is because if you took a year out of work or a couple of years out of work and didn't have national insurance contributions to, say, bring up kids, you won't get your full state pension unless you pay payments for that period, because they're missing payments. But they're saying they'll have people that are self-employed will get that for free, which is the dumbest policy. And again, taking money out of pensions, which people say we don't have enough to pay, and the health service, which if I'd rather they just use the money if they have this free money to give away, that they gave it to the health service.
Please.
The problem is they've got themselves in such a tiz, because the only reason we did Brexit is because they lurched the right to stop UKIP stealing the vote. Their vote, splitting it. They've then lurched to the right again with some really weird immigration policies over the last few years that are economically illiterate. And then it looks like their vote is being split anyway.
Do we not have a global a galactic market?
Well, there we do.
yeah.
Why is my max
Overlord?
Why is my max 25,000 on all my stuff? Shouldn't it be higher than that?
No, 25,000 is it's with the galactic market and no other what's it called?
Yeah, I'm still very salty
And-
that I had a territory that was like 800 trade and still didn't get it. Even though I pressed the button the max amount of times.
Ship upgrades
I pressed the
applied.
button the max amount of times and I had 0 trade. So, I mean, I'm kind of salty too.
I'm wrong. I'm still salty about it. Not to say you're wrong, I just made a funny joke.
Archaeology, share, mastery, nature.
Physics is flawless, and if you say anything otherwise, Wagley is going to come stab you with a spoon.
As an
Wow.
legitimate risk, I'm seeing.
I'm
like
not
it
saying it's
wrong.
happened in the past, but
I see
it has happened in the past.
I see what you've done here, Hobo. I like it.
What?
With your 1,000 trade value. You do need to employ. Okay, let's put it this way: a clerk right now is giving 100 trade value. Sorry, 10 trade value, in addition to the 5.
Yeah, and that
Knowledge
place
is the
doesn't
key
even
to
have
the
all
universe.
of it. Have
Construction
its clerk slots
completed.
fully filled out yet.
Yup.
But the thing is, it
Construction completed.
is
Construction
also
completed.
entirely agriculture districts, which since I am the
Yup.
underwater civ, that's pearl divers, which is 5.5
Knowledge
trade
is
value.
the key to the universe.
I need gas.
You're actually not even employing your entertainers, so you can probably just get rid of that. Because
I mean, I still
clerks
have
make-
11
no.
available jobs and 2 more building slots, so
all 11, all of those 5 jobs that are remaining give 3 amenities each.
I guess that's fair. I can.
The rest of the remaining 6 are enforcer and entertainer jobs.
I mean, once they start filling that out, either way, I'll probably start min-maxing it. There's not much of a point now if there's no one there to go work it.
Plus, you can still get the next level of commercial zones.
Yeah, also
Yeah,
that, I'll
it
get on
makes
that
synthetic
after that.
crystals. What kind of?
I am progressively getting upgrade techs now. Like, got the
Yeah.
upgrade tech for tier 3 research, and I have gotten the orbital ring, or am researching the orbital ring. So my research station of Palau is going to be even better. I have decided to name every single place I have off of some Pacific island, if it hasn't been obvious. Sir Panzer,
Hello. Hello.
how poor are you?
I could use consumer
Peasants.
goods.
Come hither.
Knowledge is the key to the
Yeah,
universe.
Otherwise, I'm
You could use
pretty
the
good
what?
for
I didn't hear what you needed.
consumer goods.
Oh.
So I'm
Ship
taking one-
upgrades applied.
It's the one thing that I'm still buying. Oh, physics, did you need more alloys?
Oh, thank you, Tom. That's very kind of you. Anything you need, Tom?
No.
No?
People with thumbs to not be at war and in the Federation.
Aha. Well, I might be going to war with people on my northern borders at some point.
Yeah,
so,
no,
We got in
I
by
don't wanna
proving
drag
that
you
we
into
can
that.
climb trees.
No worries.
But at some point, I would love to join the Federation.
Might have to look at.
Oh.
Do I want to accept
All of the
these?
members that can
Possibly.
vote will give a thumbs up to that, sir.
Yeah. All the members who have thumbs and aren't pretending. I might have to forcibly vassalize Cookie if I want to do that, because he's technically got his own vassal, in which case they never want to be a vassal.
Knowledge is the key to the universe. Construction completed. Construction completed.
A lot of defense service, I'll give him that.
Do you need anything, Mr. Beep Boop robot?
No.
No, not really.
I mean, the one that actually has opposable
Sure.
thumbs. Thing.
Oh. Okay.
No, I'm pretty good on everything. I'm actually selling alloys, selling minerals. I'm selling a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I'm. You can say the line flanker. I'm trying to find things to spend my money.
Research concluded.
Well, no, I am having to pay a fair bit into
Utilization of Jalu 1.
Have you considered blackjack and the guy between the two props?
I may be buying 40 of each unique resource because that's something to have my money spent on. You know, investing in the stock market that totally won't crash in the future.
Hey, I'm investing.
See, if I buy a stock first that's worth 1 penny, once it goes up to 2 pennies, I'll double my money, right?
Yes.
So what do you mean someone actually
you'll
has
lose.
to buy the stock?
Alright, just clearing out this little set of systems of hostile entities so I can survey it all. And before I release the necromages, I need to go kill the scavenger bot. And then I really don't care what could happen to them.
Do people want to do golf for an hour between now and Old World, or the end of Stellaris and Old World?
I think I personally will give it a miss this week. I'll have a screen break.
That's fair.
Yeah, as usual, if that's that hour gap, I'll that's usually when I'll get up to get food, because it'll be like 1 p.m. at that point. Otherwise, I'd love to join golf and accidentally knock Flanker into the abyss for about 10 times.
The 11th one is the intentional.
Colony
but
establishment
until then,
has
it's all
begun.
accidental.
Yeah, of course.
Construction completed.
There we go, almost done conquering that planet.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Why does the AI want to just constantly vote in the things that lower diplomatic weight? If anyone wouldn't mind voting against natural sanctities, or sanctuaries even, that would be nice.
Oh, lower diplomatic weight from economy? I'm entirely economy. Someone needs to think of the economy, dang it.
Why would we not want this sanctuary thing? It seems kind of good.
Oh, this?
I mean, it's only...
diplomatic weight as economy.
Yeah, it's 40% less diplomatic weight from economy for like 5% less consumer goods and amenities.
But it nerfs everyone's
Knowledge is the
diplomatic
key
weight
to the
from
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some of us have more diplo weight from economy than others.
Yeah.
The rich people
Yeah.
don't like it if you take away the diplomatic weight. So, I mean, it's...
Honestly, a large portion of diplomatic weight is fleet power, but yes, I quite like my diplomatic weight from economy.
A large portion of diplomatic weight is free power, unless you're me. Unless you're civilians.
Floating boxes.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
However, fleet strength it does not factor in too much into score, victory score.
So, the place I had an observation post had a robotic uprising.
Oh,
And I had another planet there, and I had a space station, 20K space station sitting there. So they took both somehow.
Oof.
They just took ownership of both.
Ooh.
So and it's also a border system. So I have to go retake a border system.
Uh-oh. I'm frozen.
So am I.
Stellaris is not responding.
Told Matt.
Well,
Format is out of sync.
I think it's more than just toll man. I think the game just crashed.
Luckily, we have a
I've,
resync
I've
button.
hit the resync button already. Just give it a second.
I made it.
Still in not responding. So
Yeah, I was gonna say,
That
with
is
the
likely
resync-
to be true.
With the resync button, it's probably best to wait a bit because oftentimes people are still frozen when we're doing it.
Yeah, I broke out of resync right when you said you clicked the button. Or not out of resync. I broke out of my froze.
Oh, there we
Yeah,
go.
hobo.
There we go.
Yeah, hobo. Yeah.
people can do
It
this
just takes a wee second. It's the same as when you pause. It won't pause for everyone at the same time. When you hit the resync button, it will is when the local instance will suddenly go, oh yeah, we're out. Oh no, we're resyncing. Because I just saw it happen to physics as he was, and then hobo as well.
Hobo already caught up with me. I want to be the last today.
Oh Matt, the guy that was the desync is. first
Well,
one
it
resync.
might
He
have
is the
just
one who
picked
knocks.
me. Yeah.
I mean, he lives like 3 doors down from Flanker.
No,
Three and a
I
half.
moved across the other side of London, so it's gone up to 3.5.
Why would you go the other direction?
Well, give me a couple of years and I'll go in the right direction. But at the moment, it's economically smart, my other half's job, to be in this area.
I mean,
Oh.
in his defense, the other half is paying the bills.
It's close to 50-50, but yes. It's technically her name on the lease.
Also, like in
He's
London,
a
the positioning really
stay-at-home
does
dad.
make a big difference because the commute can be a
gonna
right
use
pain in
this-
the arse, and it's just an absolute time thief.
I'm going to use this chance to go to the bathroom and get some water.
He's
Be
a
like that.
stay-at-home dad that has to get off the computer when mom comes home.
No,
playing.
my job is just very conveniently a remote working job. I do go in for it, but yeah, no,
It's just funny though when on Wednesday or whatever when you have to stop playing because the wife came home.
Oh, that's Laz.
Yes, that's Laz.
Oh, that's Laz. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
I
making
do
fun
also
of
no, I
wrong-
do the same.
Yeah.
I also do the same.
Quick,
my
look
other
busy.
half
The wife's
works
coming.
until late.
All those British people, they sound the same, you know.
Yeah.
Well, you both work from home. You both get off the computer and wife.
Oh,
He's got the
work's a
little
very
kid
strong
I don't-
word for what both of them do.
Yeah.
Also,
He's
love you,
got
Laz.
He's got little Laz, so I forgot about little.
I do not have a child. I'm technically not married, and legally not married in every sense of the word.
I was gonna say you're just not married. There's no technically
Yeah.
about it.
I mean, I'm gonna assume you're biblically married.
No, I'm just not married.
Biblically married means you've done the deed.
Oh, then sure.
Yeah, per the Bible, marriage is you take her into your bed and sow the field.
For the sake of it being a PG-13 stream.
What did this stream turn into?
Sorry, that's basically what it is.
Let's leave it at ape together strong and go with that.
Right, let's resync everyone. Give it a wee second, and we'll be starting, and then we'll be going slower.
To be
I'm
fair,
back.
I did. Perfect timing. I did notice that I got disconnected and reconnected from Discord
Council
right
agenda
before that
available.
happened, so I wonder if there was.
I've been
Hashtag
unfairly blamed.
blame Humber.
Yeah,
Yep, we all agree. Hobo's fault.
Hobo's fault.
Dirty old hobo.
I don't know why he does that, but it's hilarious.
Oh.
There you go.
Oh, and the army I sent to go defeat them never made it, never went anywhere.
Oh.
I think you might have a rebellion on your hands.
Oh, I'm gonna get at least one free mega structure out of this. Or
Now I need to figure out what my next tradition is going to be.
Sweet, I don't have to bomb them just a minute. So I'm gonna have an extra planet that I wasn't counting on having. And isn't even
Looks like the resync was successful.
Yeah.
you
Modern
So now it's actually making resyncing easier for once. Wow.
Oh, small problem. My council is now completely locked out for no reason.
Completely locked out.
Ooh, yeah, see that
Yeah,
was
I went
really
back to
good.
being a single person on the council in mine.
It's-
did you finish the civics thing? You finished the civics tech where you have 6 seats rather than 5 now.
Yeah, when that happens,
it-
you have to reselect.
So you have to
right, okay.
reselect all your council members. They're not
I'll have
locked
to,
out.
well, it's no, it is locked though. They're locked for a position.
Yeah, when you pick the first guy, when you pick what it is, so click on the unlock one that's right next to your leader.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Now pick what you want them to do.
Okay, cool.
Then it does the next one, and all but the last one will open because you have to expand the council to get the last one again.
That seems slightly unintuitive. Like refilling them up in the roles is good, but I don't know if I would put a lock as the icon of you haven't filled this yet.
It means you got to fill the one next to it.
Yeah, it's not really locked, I suppose, is not ready yet.
I'm sure. Yeah, sure. That's a different definition of lock. You haven't unlocked it yet.
Research concluded.
I'm sad that I can't put the Dyson Swarm around a pulsar.
But that's not how anything works, though.
I
You'd be
know. I
sad
just
about
wanted
it,
to put. I just wanted to put a Dyson Swarm around an 8 science pulsar. I just wanted to be overpowered.
I just want to be even more broken.
I'm not sad. Well, no. I'm not crying about it.
Just
Not
disappointed.
that level of sad.
I'm the richest in every category.
Technically not the richest energy credits, but I don't want to bring that up.
Yeah, I've got 650. I beat him on that. And you probably beat me on it. But I mean, all you have to do is sell some of the stuff he's richest on, and he would be the richest in that too.
And energy credits?
Yeah.
I'm at. I actually just activated an edict that gives me 50% more. So I'm at plus 800.
That's what now I'm at 55,000 of everything.
Yeah, because you created some. No, you have 55. You have 55,000 energy credits and.
No, max of 55,000. I created one, so I added 5,000 to one thing, and it.
You're not talking about the ones that sit in the space station, are you?
I built one that sits in a space station.
The reasonable solids, I think, cover
25,000
everything.
to 55,000.
I don't know why I jumped at that much, but I think the resource silos cover every resource. They just
Resource
keep
storage
going and
capacity plus
everything.
10,000. Oh, yeah, it does do a lot.
It's weirdly strong.
Well, I usually build them. Just this time I had too many. I have four borders and a wormhole. I don't know where it goes to. So basically 5 borders.
Sounds like a good way to expand through that wormhole.
I don't want to expand.
That's also a good point.
I see that your amenities are a little bit iffy on your capital DAF, so I shall help with that.
Oh, thank you. I haven't been paying attention.
They're just about balanced, so I'll give you an extra 10.
We have encountered
by building a
spaceborne
theme
life
park.
forms.
A water park, obviously.
There's actually a crime. Oh my goodness. Can't have that on Super Earth.
Is there a crime at the water park?
Yeah, apparently. 11% crime.
Did anyone else just get a small lag spike?
Yeah,
Yep.
First League Homeworld just opened up.
People
There it
taking
is.
those
Spend a
lockers
bonus.
in the changing rooms at the pool party.
Oh, and you got a size 25 relic world. That's a good size. I think it's like size 20 to 25. You got the max.
It's not the size, it's how you use it. Come on.
True,
Very
but
nice.
you can use, but with the bigger size, you can use more of it.
Now let's see Paul Allen's
So-
relic world.
Now that's going to be 5 borders that I have.
Yay. Well, oh yeah, Dak.
Dak's not here. I got to cover that border.
Robodac won't hurt you.
Invading another planet. Oh, here's the drop.
I'm friendly with him. I also need to beat him to getting that system claimed.
You do, yeah. He's got a signed ship.
It's
Just
not
kind
moving
of
yet.
Oh, that's not his. That's the keepers of. Oh, that's Cookie's vassal instead.
Talmot, sir, do you need any energy? Because I maxed out there briefly.
I'm also maxed out, I'm afraid. I appreciate the offer as a gesture of goodwill, but I think it just went into my CFO's pocket.
Well, I'm sure he's a great guy.
I'm glad I got
I
to
mean, why would they
35,000.
pay 9.3 million to a guy that's not a great guy? I mean,
Yeah. He's worked hard.
He's worked hard for his money.
Who the heck is this?
So hard for his money.
Research concluded.
I could finally do the rift spheres. I kept not getting that tech to search the rift spheres. The astral rifts. That's what the tech was called.
I still don't have arc furnace.
Wait a
yet.
minute. Apparently, nanite swarmers don't have upkeep. They don't cost upkeep. Oh my god, this is insane. So if you just build nanite swarmers and nothing else, then you can just get to infinite ship fleet size, naval usage.
Yeah, I told you it's broken.
Yeah, not broken for what I'm doing, but broken in general. Pretty powerful for what I'm doing.
Well, certain
What do I
points
do
of
with
view.
this world?
I was just thinking, like, I need to remind everyone of prisoner check. Still so
Wrong game.
CK3.
Yeah, there
Brain.
are no prisoners here. Super Earth
Yeah,
doesn't even
it's-
have prisons.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Do we have prisons?
I
do we
mean,
have,
there is that tech to make penal colonies, but I haven't gotten that.
I think we have re-education centers.
Not yet.
I think that's what we call them.
Dude.
Okay. If I
Construction completed.
politely ask Cookie's people to be my vassal when they inevitably say no, and I declare war on them, are you able to defend your one border with them?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
I just had a couple of encounters. Oh wow, there's a whole area over there that I haven't found yet. Holger, is there like a fanatic purifier or something below you?
No.
Then,
Gosh, I'm getting
what's
the
below
higher
you?
rating thing. It's another collective.
Oh. I can't see anything there. But like directly south instead of southeast of you.
Oh, that's just a system that was blocked off by the hive mind, and they
Oh.
didn't have any building ships over there, so nobody's been able to take it.
Okay.
Like they built that station, and then their building ship went back, and then I closed my borders to them, and so that's just not been occupied this whole time.
Got it.
Also, I know that it's probably going to go into a long conversation, but why would you? When you mentioned earlier, Ryan,
Yep.
that I should get rid of my entertainers on my capital.
No, the entertainment complex.
Yeah, the entertainment complex, because I had spare amenities. But the more spare amenities you have, the higher
Oh,
citizen
yeah.
pop happiness there is.
Yep. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah. So theoretically, even having those people in the entertainment building means more happiness, means more money, because they're happier, right?
Yeah, if you don't have a bunch of other stability modifiers, which I often do. So I
The
often
Raiders
forget about stability in the early game.
Bombarding a planet I stole.
No, I'm so used to just playing without half the other game mechanics.
The
I
special
entirely forgot
project
about
has
that.
concluded.
Yeah, like just telling the game to take people off of clerk jobs to fill out the enforcer and entertainment jobs. Increase my stability by like 4 or 5%.
Nice. But you are making slightly less trade value.
Yeah, that's fine. It'll fill out. I have enough money right now. Like I said at one point, I was buying like 30 of each of the specialty goods, gas, crystals, and motes, just to stockpile them because I didn't have anything to do with them otherwise.
Empire of Bashat.
An
has
alien
sworn
nation is
secret fealty
hailing us.
to me. Whoever has them as their Well, no one's racing me to research it, so
Research what?
that
Oh, no.
first whatever.
Most of us don't have venom on it, per speak.
Well, I meant DAC, the AI, right below me.
Yes. That's good.
Yeah, my predecessors, the precursor is the Ute, which I'm pretty sure is already on the map, and I'm currently stuck at 506 artifacts.
Oops.
I already uncovered the homeworld, so I'm not.
Yeah.
You can't also get it, right? Is there only one
But
person
once you
that
get it, you can go to that Ute homeworld, and research a project that it gives you.
Ah.
Yeah, and I'm still just stuck at 5. I've already gotten, I think I got all of the events already to get the free artifacts that it gives you if you're short, so...
I kind of did a couple of archaeological sites and then it just stopped, but I was able to get enough insights eventually using the minor artifacts in the discovery thing. I don't think I see the option now, but something like discover insight and it costs, I think, like 500 artifacts.
All I know is my research is going to skyrocket. Once I am able to settle this relic world, it's going to be a research world.
Oh yeah, the problem with that is I never got an archaeological site in my land, so I don't have an income of minor artifacts to do that button.
I got one site, but it didn't give me artifacts.
I was like, hang on, yeah, I could do that. Oh wait.
I got 2 sites, neither of which gave me artifacts.
And you can't trade them either, right? So, yeah. Well.
I think I might have the highest Empire's Fall.
What is your...
What's your sprawl?
616.
Yeah, you're higher than me. I'm probably the second highest.
Yeah, I think it's probably from my 18 colonies.
I mean, mine's actually, even though I am space, ocean, Switzerland, just from the sheer amount of pops I have, and the fact that I'm a corporation, it's 585.
Wow.
Yeah, corporate is harsh if you have colonies.
Research
I am
concluded.
going down the tradition trees to lower the empire size from pops, because that is over half of it. Granted, my people are also wasteful, or whatever the trait is, because I was a smart man on character creation.
Yeah, you should have gone with the
Construction
anti-unity one for
completed.
points.
Yeah, my species is unruly, so it's 10% more size from pops. So that's
What? You're wasteful and unruly? How many?
no,
you
I
went
couldn't.
for-
I couldn't.
You went for too many traits.
I couldn't remember what the negative trait was actually named.
No, unruly's that's not bad. That's probably
Yeah,
the best one to take, unless you're going for a unity build.
Well, unruly is
Yes.
empire size from pops.
Oh no, I'm talking. Okay, yeah, you need nonconformist. I think is the. No, that's the. I don't remember what the unity one is, but there's a unity one that's best for, unless you're doing a unity build.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
it's supposed to
really
represent unity.
expect my empire size to still be this large with a single sector.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my empire size is
I'm
102.
almost entirely one sector as well.
102.
Research
I've also
Can you
concluded.
believe that?
Wow. I've got like mostly just one sector, but I've started my habitat boom already, so I think that has a lot to do with it.
There's
Well,
the
apparently
fantasy
when they
that
took over my planet, they reduced the ascension tier to 0, so it's back down to 100.
Oh, yikes!
No, I just spent the unity to put it back up. I'm making over 1,000 unity a month. Not a big deal.
I just got the arc furnace tech. Hooray!
Congratulations!
Yay!
I still have the option for it. I don't need it anymore.
Situation log has been
Also,
updated.
because of the techs that I've chosen, I have 15 starbase capacity in this little area.
Can you fill everything with a starbase?
That's what I'm shooting for. Like I said, Space Switzerland.
You need
Gonna
5
make
more starbase capacity.
Going to make it so no one can come in or out.
The Usonian raiders are departing my space through the fallen empire.
To be clear, Switzerland isn't impossible to invade. It's just nowhere near ever being worth invading.
Yeah.
Russ, you seem to have an issue.
Yo, Russ has been so quiet, I almost forgot he was even here.
Why? What's up?
One of your planets is occupied by sentinels.
Yep, has been for ages. Like, it was a 2k army, so I've got to bombard it down.
It seems to be down to 500.
And being the big brain person that I am, I also decided to go to war, and didn't realize the person I was going to war with had an ally who has finally sent a fleet, so now I've got to go deal with that as well.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Come on, fleets. Finish repairing. And go. Kill
Wait,
more.
Physics. Can you end your defense pact with Cookie?
Yep.
I got the scientist Cyclops as my
Done.
Much
Paragon.
appreciated.
And apparently being the only alien in the entire nation, they elected her as leader of the country.
Okay.
Wow.
Got 5 more things to invade for the Kroll Collective.
Like
They
to
do seem to have a higher chance of being elected, those peeps.
I like to point out that I'm fanatic xenophobe, and they elected an alien to lead the country.
Yay.
Yeah, but they're
That's
special.
hilarious.
Not like those other.
But they're your alien.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Are your factions happy with that?
Is there a thing where the faction gets angry if a
I don't know. I don't play xenophobes.
Depends on the faction demands for approval. We should be able to tell based on the red dots under the faction.
A ruler matching the Empire's ethics is tolerated by the Associated Higher Learning. A ruler with their own ethic would be even better. That's the materialist, though.
Ethic.
Nope. Oh. Yeah. It's negative 30 faction approval because ruled by a filthy alien.
Is the faction still relatively okay with you?
Actually, yes, they're 45% still.
Foul Xenos. I mean, not you, I voted for you, but all of the rest of them are all foul Xenos, right?
Yeah.
Alright, that system secure. Go capture this system. Or planets less. Space stations left to conquer.
Research concluded.
I'm getting close to a point where we'll have to buy consumer goods.
Oh, I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah, I'm buying 30 a month.
30. I don't even think am I even producing any? I am. What? Where do I have jobs that are producing them? Oh, I did start those factory stations, but no one's working them. So where are they being made?
This nanite interdictor is just faster than the rest of my fleet,
Research
so he keeps leaving
concluded.
them behind.
Oh no, that place is still a factory capital. Okay.
So, Hobo, one thing about your theory of they make the new thing overpowered all the time is I feel like they make one of the new things. I feel like they try and make one of the new things balanced every time, just to prove they can't. They don't usually succeed.
I don't think they did that at all in that last patch.
Oh no, the last patch I think they tried for virtuosity and then just and just didn't think, hey, what if people really invest into this? They weren't smart about it, basically. Virtuosity, for example, increase crippling empire size from pops. Maybe that would do it. Even then, though, probably not.
I mean, there has been some things where some things are more overpowered than others commonly with their DLC.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Hearts of Iron is an ideal example of that, where there's always one thing in their set that's just hot doo-doo.
Well, they have to do that sometimes because they're making focus trees for really small nations.
Yeah, but when you can turn Chile into recreating the Mapuche and then conquer the entire Americas as the Native Americans,
That's
and then
fun.
Paraguay over there got basically nothing. It's not that they can't, it's just that somehow they just like put all of their work into a few certain things, and then everything else just kind of gets
Yes.
loose spattering of the ideas.
Well, there's the timing. If they're being told they have to release, you never know.
Stop being reasonable.
Oh yeah, my bad.
Yeah, but if they do that,
I will stop defending the
that
$1
for-
billion company.
Yeah.
they do that for
Hobo's
every
complaining
single
about Paradox.
DLC.
So they're
Every-
bad,
Yeah.
okay?
Paradox DLC is bad, like 50% of the time. Stellaris DLC, I think, is the only one where they're genuinely quite solid.
I think CK3 is pretty solid as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, CK3's DLC.
Although Legends are a bit powerful, are a bit too much of a win more button.
I don't think particularly. They cost a bloody fortune. Most
But they give you
nations
permanent
can't.
upgrades.
Sure, if they're yours, if they're someone else's, they cost a bloody fortune. You get short-term upgrades.
I'm not sure how well it balances for example, our Thursday game. As the Byzantines sitting on stacks of cash, it's quite easy to get legends going. My current character, I think, did 2 different legends, and that let her declare multiple Kingdom Holy Wars. You know how usually you can only do one per lifetime? There was additional benefits to these legends that let her do that.
Yeah,
and
but,
then mass convert the territory she captured, so it all became orthodox. So.
Historically, the Byzantine Empire was stupid powerful.
Yeah, no, absolutely, but yeah, I
and stupid rich.
I'm not sure how well the Legends mechanic balances for people who are already rich in the game.
Yeah, the thing that Legends has done for me is that my what's it called? My holdings will never be unhappy with me because I have popular opinion plus like plus 120 per barony. So I have plus 600. I have plus 600 popular opinion in my capital.
But this did happen in CK2 as well. They made the Crusader Kings games have always had a way or two to be stupidly powerful if you really want to do it.
Yeah, even with the whole fantasy aspect in CK2, you could just be surprised, become immortal.
I mean, also, to be fair, the joy of these games is that you could just not use the mechanic. If you think it's overpowered, you can ignore it.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
You cannot play robots.
Yeah. I did just
try
do a
out
single-player
robots.
game with Stellaris robots. It's a different
There's
game.
no way I'm playing this again in our next game because
that genuinely wasn't aimed at someone. I was saying, like, if you think something's OP, which there are things that are definitely OP, you can just not do them. Like, players have a responsibility to not manage the fun out of the game themselves. If you min-max to the nth degree, pretty much every game has some game-breaking things you can do. And I think the alternative has just been brilliantly illustrated by Mana Lords, that the developer tries to manage the fun out of the game and they manage it.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they like the one Paradox game where they were
Oh, what?
Game frozen.
Somebody froze.
Okay.
Oh man, again.
That's alright. Just hit resync. It's fine.
Yeah, it's only like a minute and a half, 2 minutes.
Everyone's freezing out.
Yeah, the only one Paradox game where you can't really say that is EU4, because either you use the new content or you just entirely ignore the massive swath of content that they just made for the nation. You could say the same thing for Hearts of Iron, I guess, but like in order to play that nation, you physically need to use the new stuff that they have created. Otherwise,
If only
you
they
may
did
as well not have
rollbacks.
the DLC.
Yeah, that's one of the best parts.
If you're playing Chile, you're expecting them to have given them some overpowered stuff if you want to compete in a country that starts out historically accurate at the beginning of World War II.
Well, yeah, but
I mean, if you're playing those new DLCs, then you're playing a country that either was not involved or did not have the ability to be involved at any level, any level that mattered. So they need some OP stuff to compete.
I know. I'm just saying that you are required to, like the whole thing of Flanker saying, "Well, you could just not use that stuff." I was saying,
I can just not
with
buy that
game-
DLC in this case.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would,
I mean, if you really want to play Chile, it needs to be overpowered, or you're not going to win. You have no chance of winning. Or any of the other countries that they've done trees for.
I mean, there was definitely those people who have done even all the way to the release of like conquering America as El Salvador and that kind of stuff. So you can. It's just
Yeah, but they have probably very much memed the hell out of that.
oh, they still don't have a focus tree for Central America. It's only Mexico and like
Frozen.
the largest nations in South America.
Okay, fixed now.
Still
nothing for Central America. Huh. I want an El Salvador focus tree that's just like, hey, we've decided that with our big population, we want to conquer Central America and then the
You're
world.
complaining that Paradox makes things overpowered, but you're asking them to take countries that had nothing to do with World War II and were some of the weakest countries in the world at the offset of World War II, like El Salvador, and you want them to make them be able to compete in the game. You can't have it both ways.
That may have been a joke.
Well, the El Salvador thing was something people did genuinely, much like how they did actually make an achievement for Tanutuva, which is in a similar situation, except even worse.
Right. And people have also won the game with Italy, which means they meme the hell out of the system because Italy had no chance of winning.
But Italy was actually one of the major powers in World War II and had a focus.
I would argue the major part. of that. They were part of the Axis powers. They were never a major power. They couldn't take over Greece without Germany's help.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, anyway, I only brought up as like I guess Hearts of Iron 2 because of the focus tree aspect, but I was also more referencing EU4, where they just kind of took the focus tree aspect and made it, instead of you have to press the buttons, you just press the buttons whenever you automatically fill the requirements. But like with the DLC that adds the stuff for Byzantium and the Ottomans, there's literally no reason to press those buttons unless you're other way around. There's no reason to play those nations unless you're going to press those buttons, because otherwise you're just gimping yourself.
Yeah, but you wouldn't play those nations unless you were expecting them to have some OP stuff.
I mean, the bringing back the Roman Empire as the Byzantines has been a thing for many years before that.
Right, but you couldn't have played them otherwise.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
No, you could have. There was multiple achievements associated with like playing Byzantium or Albania or all those tiny nations that are in really bad spots well before, like many years before, they put the content in those areas. Like the extra.
And those achievements were extremely difficult to get. You had to have the perfect game start.
Or at least the AI did.
For example, there's the Romanov, like in Hearts of Iron 4, you can get Wojtek on the throne for Poland. And you have to do so many things right. First, you have to take all the way up to Estonia without angering the Russians.
That's because that was their earliest meme run of putting a bear in charge of the army.
They need more of them.
Like-
No, in charge of the country.
No, you didn't put him in charge of the country until they put more content in. They did like
What?
the Baltic. World.
Okay, got it.
This relic world doesn't have research districts?
That doesn't make sense. Oh no, Relic Worlds don't have research districts that you can build.
Oh, they have a whole bunch of researchers just to start with.
Yeah, and there's a blocker that'll give that when cleared will give you a feature that gives you +6 research jobs.
Also, very important.
Oh,
what
they-
Jeff said earlier. Blame Tolmet. That
They
was
have
way
plus
too late.
15% to all research.
And then another
Situation log
+15%.
has been
They've got 2
updated.
But I have a
+15%.
feeling it's just picking whoever desynced first when the whole
Construction
thing is scheduled.
completed.
No, it's all your fault, Tolmet.
Understandable.
Ship upgrades applied.
I mean, we need at least part of a stream where we're not ragging on Flanker for something. And you are the closest to Flanker physically right now. so-
No, actually. That would be daft.
Of all, is he?
Yeah.
This one doesn't have the researcher jobs. The researcher.
Well, we can't make fun of our favorite alloy.
That's fair.
It's not possible.
Yeah, sorry, Tom. It's definitely got to be you.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, I allow you to make fun of me. It's permitted.
Super
That's the
Scotland.
easiest way to get people to not make fun of you. Is to give them permission.
I know it's no fun now, right?
That is true.
Now that I'm okay with it.
And that's how he gets you.
He's just so innocent. How could you?
Way
How
to
could
be
you?
the nicest guy in the room.
Look at those adorable little smeeples. They couldn't hurt a
Sure.
fly.
I mean, technically, if you're instantaneously disintegrated, you probably don't feel any pain. But is it really hurting you? Destroyed by a doom laser.
What?
This is very true, which is why they didn't count as casualties.
This AI fleet appearing in systems I've already conquered after I drove them back. And
It's
So-
annoying when they do that.
treated
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's annoying. Physics, you were saying that Italy it wasn't a major power. They were very good at cosplaying as a major power.
Wow, that is the best
Very, very
backhander to
good.
Italy ever.
I mentioned it to Daft in a chat before, but I recently got back into World of Tanks and War Thunder because I wanted to play a shooter game without actually playing a shooter game.
Mm.
And in War Thunder, you get all of these various tanks and proper tank destroyers that are well armored and well rounded, proper tracks. And then you go to the Italian tree, and they start with a Hungarian armored car and a Jeep that has an AT gun strapped to the
Knowledge
center
is
of
the
it,
key to
with
the
just like four
universe.
dudes standing around it to handle it.
Hey,
Yeah,
Russ,
anyone heard of this?
you keep asking to pick on my people. I even let you do it once, but your borders are closed to me.
Oh, did not know this.
I
Probably
don't
a
think I
holdover
should
from
keep
when we
helping
last
you
saw
out.
war. There you go.
There it is. Interstellar economics. Fantastic. Only take me 5 years.
I don't think it's when we were last at war because I've never closed my borders to you. I never had to reopen them.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm xenophobe. It might be
No,
defaulted closed.
it's because you're a militarist, so you default to closed borders.
Ah.
I think it's
I so
just-
your borders are still closed to me.
I think you just don't like fish.
Also true.
There it is.
Well, I mean, I like it with fries, but yeah. Well, chips. Damn it.
Is Russ not actually a British person?
That's
I was
very
trying to
British.
keep that secret.
Fish with fries.
Yeah, we just supposed to call it first.
Everything they eat is fried or boiled.
Also, I found a picture of.
Sorry. We had the American in the room is taking the mickey out of frying everything with chicken fried steak and fried ice cream.
Yeah, but we got it from you.
And you fried a Twinkie.
Yeah, we got it from you.
We don't even have Twinkies.
What is it? The Scotch fried?
It was a Mars bar. It was one fish and chip shop that now you can get them across the UK. Because if people are dumb enough to do it once, then why not take the money off dumb people?
Frying food was originally brought over by the Scottish immigrants.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear
it.
Listen, if I'm going to shorten my lifespan by eating a deep fried Mars
Ship
bar,
upgrades
I'm going to do
applied.
it, and it was worth it.
It really wasn't, though.
No, it wasn't. It made me very sick.
There's the worst deep fried thing I've ever tried is a deep fried pizza, and it was genuinely the worst thing I've put in my mouth.
A new federation
That sounds
has
disgusting.
formed.
It was, because it wasn't a good pizza. It wasn't like a some places do like fried calzone. Those are okay. This was like imagine the worst like supermarket.
Wow,
own brand.
Oh, that's a Federation
cheese pizza. With things that they can't call cheese. If they're like margarita style, because they can't call it cheese that's on it. Yeah, imagine that, and then battered and deep fried.
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
Yum.
Yeah, that's oh god. I like fried things. That is disgusting.
Yeah, the most deep fried thing I've had is the called a Viking meatball at the local fair. That's just like a meatball.
You guys' fair food is just fried freaking everything. You have deep fried butter. I'm not taking any lessons from America on deep frying stuff.
Well, that's Texas. That's specifically
despite what their power grid thinks, that's still part of the US.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
If they were just split off and float into the ocean along with Florida. Well, actually, I care more about Texas than Florida these days because.
No, if anything needs to float off into the ocean, it'd be California.
Florida floats.
If California flowed into the ocean, you'd have some real problems with your whole economy thing.
Yeah.
There's nothing that can be done to make devastation go away quicker, is there?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. Wales been trying it for a few decades now, and it's you see the valleys.
I'm pretty sure that the most important thing California is giving to our economy, being entertainment, can be moved elsewhere.
Or technology, or the massive influx of cash.
They've already chased out all the technology.
Yeah, they didn't really. A few companies moved their theoretical HQs.
Like Silicon Valley's been on that for a long time.
It's still the best place to raise capital, right? No matter... Like, there's lots of downsides to California, I grant you, but it's still the best place in the world to raise tech capital.
My problem with California is they're just so liberal. Like, they're like, hey, let's do status quo and get rid of guns.
Too political now.
Yeah. I mean, I do think that California should be split up into multiple states.
And I was agreeing with this becoming too political again, not with California.
Yeah.
I mean, you can agree both, but
I do kind of agree. I mean, California is very liberal, one of the most liberal voting states there is. But
it's a bit of an odd duck as well, though. Like, not to get too deep into their politics, but it's a really weird version of liberalism in some cities. Like, we support your choice to live on the streets, and I say that as someone that lived in San Francisco for a significant period, is just a really weird take. Not we want to give you the mental health recovery cover, or we're going to build more housing to make sure that you can be looked after. And to be fair, California has shed loads of people that used to get bussed to them, as in states surrounding would be like, hey, you're homeless and a bit of a problem to us. Let me give you a Greyhound fare. California's nice and warm. but they like the whole thing about we should let homeless people camp on the park rather than going we should really get them some help and give them housing is a really weird genuine policy that was a debate while I was over there.
It's still a debate. Actually, the debate's gone worse because now they want to criminalize homelessness in several of these cities.
Well, they've taken away property rights too, in order to allow people. Like they've increased the rights that squatters have. California's got the most liberal squatters' rights.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look up the legislation because I don't know.
But a lot of
they're liberal, not even progressive, just liberal. It's awful.
Yeah, a lot of their legislation is getting kicked down by the Supreme Court. So.
Oh, the recent bump stock ban getting thrown out. I think that's stupid. If they're gonna throw out something, it should be the automatic weapons ban, not the bump stock ban.
They're different laws. They have to be. Have to be addressed separately, and the automatic weapon one will go down again. It has before, it will again.
I actually think the bump stock ban is perfectly legal.
Why is Voltac sending fleets into my space?
As far as I can see, you only have to serve a squatter with eviction notice. I'm literally looking up the law.
Okay.
Like you can get adverse possession, but you just need to.
Hang on, Franco. There's Voltec stuff going through your space because we are at war with Cookie, and they're going to attack from the other end.
Okay. I was about to lock him out, be like, "What are you guys doing? Get out of my space! You're making me nervous here."
I mean, yeah, you can just serve them an eviction notice, but it's...
Yeah, that's literally the process. You just have to you have to serve them an eviction notice. A section...
I think those have to go
under
to court
California Civil Code, section 1007, you just literally give them an eviction notice.
Yeah, and how long do they have to leave after you give them the eviction notice that they're for being on a property that they're on illegal, they're trespassing?
I mean, to be honest, that's no different than most other areas of the world, bud.
Really? Most other areas of the world, if somebody's in your basement, they have 30 days to leave?
Yeah, if they can establish squatters' rights here, yeah, there's empty buildings that squatters will
no, I didn't say empty buildings. If they're in your basement.
This doesn't say anything about being in your basement. It just says if someone is squatting your property.
Okay.
In that case,
I'm literally reading the civil code.
Court law. In that case, I suppose it is probably the case law that's making it the most liberal in the country, and also the fact that our country doesn't have very liberal squatters' rights.
The U.S. was built on property rights. That's why gun laws are so strong. It's protecting property.
No, so that's because of Second Amendment stuff.
The Second Amendment was for property protection. Because it started out during the colonial days. The reason why the Spanish couldn't maintain any control in the U.S. and the English did is because the English said, you can keep your guns to protect your property because we're not going to station soldiers there to do it. And the Spanish said, you can't do that because you might rise up against us. So you can't have guns, but we're also not going to have soldiers there to protect you. And the native population wasn't as friendly. So the start of the Second Amendment was England not wanting to have as large of a troop effort here and to protect property.
Got it.
On scientists, get out of there. There we go.
Why do they keep running behind you?
Yeah, so everything that we've done in the world is obviously the British's fault.
I didn't say that,
I mean,
but yes.
Well, we did make you, so that does make sense.
Yeah. And then they tried to take us out and they failed.
Twice.
Why is your White House painted white again?
We are being hailed.
That was a
to better exemplify all the blood that's been spilled on it.
It's sad. The only thing that England gets to claim from the War of 1812 that they did well was they sent some Canadians down to burn the White House and didn't give them enough food to stay and actually win the war, so they had to go back.
Blanker, I think you touched a nerve there.
I did.
Good job.
There's a nerve I keep touching, and it's very raw, and it's very fun to touch. Because also, we both understand it's a stupid nerve to touch, because it's not real, because physics is also right.
it's England. Everything else England tried to do in that entire war was land troops on U.S. soil on any U.S. state. Failed every time. The only thing the British did was have the Canadians burn the White House.
The biggest issue with invading America, especially back then, is it's impossible to hold because everybody has guns. So the
see, that's just in the nicest possible way. That's just a myth.
Yeah, the real reason is the distance.
Yeah.
It's
logistics. Actually, I hate to break it to you. If you try occupying any country, you're gonna have a rough time. But also, like the idea that the US citizens could fight the US government, who are made up of the US citizens, is just the most stupid idea in the world.
Of course,
England lost both wars because of two things. One, distance. It took 3 months to supply their troops from the homeland.
Wow.
Two,
research concluded.
Both times they were at war with France at the same time.
Yep.
Oh, wait. I thought France was just giving the full support to the Americas, not like actually fighting.
Both times they were fighting France on the European continent.
Oh, okay.
And also not just in the European continent. Like I think that's the thing. Like history's taught poorly here as well. But the French and English wars were global wars between two superpowers. The 13 colonies in the US were a distraction versus all of the other areas of the world. It's just not that deep.
I think those raiders.
Yeah, the War of 1812. The US started it. We invaded into Canada. And Canada pushed back by burning the White House, but England couldn't support them.
That's a pretty baller move by Canada,
there.
to be fair.
Yeah, England couldn't support, and it was a brand new building too. We just finished building it like within that decade.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
But England couldn't support them to stay because they were busy fighting the French on the continent. We picked that time to pick on Canada because we knew England couldn't support them in a war.
Yeah, if the US, if all things were being equal at that particular period in history, the US would have lost badly. That isn't a slight on the US. It's just the militaries involved. But the reality was, it was one theater and amongst literally thousands. I have no.
And the Stamp Act. The whole reason why we went to war is over the Stamp Act and no taxation without representation, all that stuff. That all came about because of the end of the French Indian War. That's what the U.S. calls it. That was another war England and France had on the continent just before the Revolutionary War. That ended up being because they fought every 5 years back then. And but they had another big war, but that war encompassed all the colonies that they had throughout the world for both sides. They were fighting in Asia, they were fighting in Southeast Asia, they were fighting in the Caribbean, they were fighting in the colonies, and they wanted the colonies to help pay for that war because they said they were protecting us. It's like, no, you kind of started that one, dude. You weren't protecting us, you were protecting your freaking tea.
Just in the 1700s, we were at war with France on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 separate occasions.
Yeah.
And most of those wars were multi-year wars. The Anglo-French War of 1702, around 1702 to 1713.
It's kind of an anomaly that France and England were such close allies in the two world wars.
Actually, that was the start of modern politics.
Yeah.
Where it's West versus East Europe and West versus East worldwide.
With Germany caught in the middle.
They had a uniting force to go beat up Germany instead.
That's the thing. It always makes me smile when people are looking back at historic wars going, we beat you then. I was like, none of us were alive then, dude. And do you really want to go with all the baggage that went with it? I don't think any of us would condone any of the actions that were in any of the wars 200 years ago. much as it's fun to needle people. But yeah, the British and the French literally fought 100 years war, the series of wars. That's as two next door neighbor superpowers that were just across the ocean from each other, with their main trade routes for both going through that area.
I've heard
And a lot of other places going through the channel.
7 Years' War. I think some people refer to it as really the First World War because, as physics was saying, it was fought in so many different theaters. It's interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
so that was 1756 to 63. Yeah,
but
63.
also like Russia and all the states in the Baltic area would get trade through the English Channel as well.
Yeah, the 7 Years' War left England economically crippled, and that's what
they were absolutely broke.
Yeah, that's what all the taxation of the colonies was about. That had us upset with them.
Also, the taxation of the colonies was, no shade to any modern country today, was some taxation being required. It was done incredibly badly. The stamp tax was just ridiculous. And
it's the petty things that everyone will notice that really get people riled up.
Oh yeah.
And actually, at first, King George kind of sided with the colonies, but they kept pushing back too much, and he eventually got sick of it.
Did you guys see the mini-series John Adams? I think it was a HBO one. It's probably like 15 years old now. I haven't seen the full thing. I've seen bits of it, but it was really interesting. It gave you all the backstory of the build-up to the American Revolution and all the politics and everything.
I can't say I have, but I'd look it up.
It's really cool.
I've heard good reviews of it. It does sound like it'd be one to watch if you're interested in that sort of topic.
Yeah.
Sorry, I ran for a bit, but you guys ran all the time, so I'm. Especially when you guys are wrong, and especially when Americans are in here getting our own history wrong, and we actually teach it in our country.
Oh, we don't teach it very well.
Teach it
apparently not.
You don't really have a national curriculum in the. By the way, ours is broken too.
No, I get crapped on all the time because I'm a Floridian. You know where I learned most of my history from? Florida public education.
That's not a good thing.
And I'm right more open than you are,
There's
Ryan.
nothing wrong with Florida public education, other than it's massively underfunded.
Well, unless you're in a rich area.
It's number 9 on rankings in education.
They weren't till recently when they did the voucher system.
Yeah, which is it's something we want to. Our current crop of politicians keep looking across the US and going, "What's your worst idea you've had?" Vouchers.
Voucher system.
No, the voucher system was a good idea. It brought Florida from being in the 40s to being in the top 10.
But it has downsides as well, which also means that the way your school system is funded kind of sucks for the kids too. Because if you're in a rich area, your public school is going to be great. If you're in a poor area, it just sucks. Because it's not settlement across the whole state.
I'm not arguing against that, but the voucher system kind of makes it somewhat fairer for the student.
Yeah. No, I
you don't know what the voucher
it also funnels money to private entities.
No, it doesn't. Oh, yeah, so what? Who cares? What the voucher system is if your school is underperforming in the district you're in, which most of the poorer ones are, the voucher system means that you can elect to take your student out and put them in a private school and get a voucher from your school board for that. The voucher means that the amount of money that your student the school board would have had to pay for your student gets paid to that private school and reduces the cost of your kid going to that private school by that amount. So it makes private school affordable. It makes private school affordable for for middle class families, lower middle class families who otherwise could not have done it.
Yeah,
that's
so the
what
problem is with implementing that kind of system here, which was mooted, is that virtually everyone goes to a public school here. And sorry, a public school for UK viewers watching this, a public school is like Eton. Which are actually the private schools. But what I mean is a public school system.
Those raiders mean to do us harm.
The school has to be underperformed. It's not just like if you're in a high if you're in a high school district area where one of the ones that are getting a lot of money, they're not underperforming. Those kids aren't getting vouchers.
Yeah, the problem with that is, though, it seals the fate of those schools. Whereas you could argue for a better way of funding the schools, which allow them to lift those schools up.
That's a national issue.
The state law, isn't it, for funding level, schools?
Yeah, states also need to fix their funding, but on a national level, we do not spend enough on education. We don't.
On every level.
We spend too much on, we spend more per prisoner than we do by student by
research concluded.
5 to 10%, or 5
and
to 10
also,
times.
It's not 5 to 10%. It's more than that.
I said 5 to 10 times. I corrected myself.
Okay, sorry. But also, we have to stop tying it to property taxes, because that just means that higher property taxes mean better school.
Yeah, so if you're in a poor area, you're left behind. I don't think anyone's arguing differently, though.
No,
but there was that whole thing. That was, no child left behind. How could anyone be left behind?
Yep, those reforms were nowhere near far enough. And if you want to look at the educational attainment rankings, they are not in favour of the states that didn't take that funding.
No Child Left Behind wasn't a bad idea. It was poorly it went too hard on testing, and now it's made it where all they do is take a test every freaking year now. That's all they do is take a standardized test. They're not teaching anymore. They're just telling students how to pass a standardized test.
Yeah, like the UK, we have the same thing with SAT, like SATs, or we used to, which is not intended to be a test for children. It's meant to be a test for how well the kids are being taught. But teachers put pressure on kids to pass these exams, which, there's no reason to give kids an exam at 12 years old and put pressure on them, other than making sure their educational attainment in general is good.
Plus, the tests were never even well put together.
But attaching funding to schools to perform better, I think that's an incentive for schools to perform better. But they also use an excuse to decrease funding, which should not do.
Yeah, and
schools that perform better already get plenty of money.
I think that's kind of one of the problems we've got here, is that the curriculum needs updating, frankly. If the curriculum is still even vaguely similar to when I was at school, that's a bad thing. We don't teach civics in the UK.
They don't even teach the last few hundred years of history then.
Thanks, mate. But and we the focus is the UK schools focus doesn't include a lot of things that you just need to know as a grown-up. So, doing civics properly, teaching you about voting, how it impacts you, VAT, what that is, how taxes work, how APRs work. I had in personal finance in my 16 years of education, my entire personal finance was a video from the 1980s that was talking about hire purchase, which wasn't even really a thing by the time I went to school again.
Does anyone know what happens if you capture a furnace after you're already at your cap?
You get it.
You get it. It's actually there's actually a strategy to get extra mega structures where you build one, give it to someone else, build another one, take the first one back.
Yeah. Sorry, Flanker, you were rambling?
No.
He was
rambling together.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, you went off the deep end. You were talking about some sort of economic thing that was before your time, as if any of us are going to know what that is.
Siri.
I mean, I still loosely remember what I was supposed to be taught. It was in as a little kid, we were taught about the ancient societies, you know, the Romans and Egyptians, and then in middle school we got taught about how great the Pilgrims were and how friendly they were with the Native Americans.
Just want that in elementary.
Wow. Oof.
In middle school, I was actually taught about how shit they were.
We didn't get taught that.
Yeah,
But we got taught-
on the East Coast.
I grew up in Florida. Tell me more about the East Coast.
The northern East Coast.
You know, the 13 colonies?
East Coast.
Florida was not one of the 13 colonies.
It's like they told us exactly what went down between the Pilgrims and the Indians. So there was a lot of war between them. Some tribes got along with the colonists, some didn't. There was war. There was infections due to the natives not having plague and smallpox resistance. And
Oh yeah, we're talking
sometimes
about
we would
how
give
you
them
have,
blankets.
they would
Knowledge
give them
is the
blankets
key
with
to
from
the
infected
universe.
people. Yeah, well, they told us about all that crap when I went to school.
I mean, they kind of had that in there because they had to from their books that were, you know.
Oh, so they did tell you the truth, but you just picking and choosing what you want to complain about.
No. It's how they teach it. If they teach it in such a way that doesn't emphasize those parts, then you don't learn it. So
You
Yeah,
don't emphasize,
it was
you
there
don't
a single
emphasize
thing-
mass murder to freaking elementary school kids and middle school kids.
Nope. Well, I don't mean like the whole murder butcher thing. I mean like the whole. Oh, by the
Oh,
way,
you were talking about in middle school.
smallpox blankets.
What they taught you in middle school. It's like they're not gonna scare a bunch of kids.
I
And
believe
then
there's
also
a
it was-
specific
it was
legislation that's
down
been
and
passed
dirty.
about not teaching about that portion of history.
in my middle school, we were taught about the cash
The
get
problem
kill.
with the U.S. is every
Physics.
freaking state has got their own laws on
Well, yeah.
students.
But what I was taught in middle school was the cash kick kill method of expansion, where there were Indian tribes, there were Native American tribes all over the place, and we would either pay them off, kick them off the land, or kill them.
Really a combination.
Yeah,
Yeah, and
that's bad.
And then
by today's standards,
By what standards?
by today's standards.
So I can
Yeah,
judge them by
what
today's
they
standards.
did horrible.
And the evil people.
They did.
If,
What they did was horrible for our standards. That was a whole different time and place.
yeah, honestly, paying for them to go somewhere else was kind in comparison to some of the things done elsewhere in the world at roughly the same time, and of course the medieval age.
Yeah, look how the British took over.
yeah, the
most of
medieval age was a horrible time with a lot of horrible people.
Indeed, the past was the worst in total.
And I judge them all as horrible people. Like, if everyone's pillaging and murdering women and children, that doesn't make it right.
I never said
No,
it was
no.
right. I was just, you said that like we were supposed to be surprised it happened. One, we all know it happened. Two, it was a different time.
I think the
You
depressing
can't-
thing isn't
But we
that
don't all know
it
it
happened or is that people don't know it happened. And we have a similar problem here with a... was it history is an open
there we
book
go.
that nobody reads?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
yeah, it's an
empire size is going to
association.
go up by a fair bit.
Do you want to be part of our association?
It's just association.
Physics?
It's not an invite.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm okay with that.
People who don't study history are doomed to repeat it, and the people who do study history are doomed to watch other people who don't study history repeat it anyway.
Yeah, about that. Or they learn from it. They just learn the lessons you don't want them to.
True.
I would like to introduce you to the recent Lurch Thrice in Europe.
Oh my god. Yeah, I heard about that.
I
Terrifying stuff.
know that Daft doesn't really want me in the Federation. I'm going to keep declining it. He keeps offering it. I'm going to keep declining it.
What? Oh, that.
Duff's not in the... Oh, which Federation? Hang on.
yours.
Oh, Dak. It's Dak that's offering it. Oh, we
Dak.
offered you association status.
I know. Dak keeps offering it to me, AI Dak, and I keep turning it down.
Well, apes could get upset about that sort of thing.
Because I know Dak doesn't really want me in. It's just the AI Dak sees how powerful I am. It's like, hey, this guy's strong. Guys, what do you think of this guy? And real Dak, as well as Tolmat, would be like, he doesn't have thumbs, dude. What are you doing?
I agree with Angst. Those who don't study history are doomed to repeat it. Those who do study history are doomed with existential despair as they see Flanker clearly depicted on a Sumerian mural.
Everything is fine.
Specifically, a mural that was made as his lamentation of being sold poor quality copper.
By VGA, do you mean your graphics card, Combat? And which brand is it out of interest? Is that the one that you were talking about that you purchased from Scan?
Knowledge is the key to the universe.
That doesn't sound right. The British Museum doesn't have very much that was actually found in Britain.
Yes, do you have hyper relays yet?
Yeah.
No.
When Britain recreated that primordial British person called Cheddar Man, Flanker was like, "Oh yeah, I knew that guy."
He was my cheesemonger. What's he want?
Dave from down the street.
Yeah.
Flanker, why did you answer for Russ? I asked Russ if he had hyperspace relays.
My apologies.
It's his old.
I mean, do you know whether or not he has hyperspace relays?
What was the question?
Do you have
hyperspace relays yet?
No.
Damn it. So, but you could put one in Unmar.
I can get it once next time I roll it, because I am sick of waiting 3 years for my ships to cross my space.
You could also just get the third top astral threads thing.
Yeah, not got it yet.
That's how I did it.
It's really annoying because I'm actually capped on threads. I just can't unlock more.
The way you do that is the way you increase the cap is by retouching more.
Yeah. But bear in mind, I was below Flanker's research at one point.
No, retouching more rifts.
Oh yeah, also working on that.
Good.
And then once you research the rifts, you gotta get the thing for the buildings.
Yes, no virtue. An hour and 37 minutes will be playing Old World.
What's the old world situation?
It's when Flanker started.
But is it a new game?
I can't remember, if truth be told.
We did start a new game last week.
we
team game versus the AI.
Council agenda available.
Yeah, because I'm there. Because I finally decided to buy the game.
MSI.
Isn't that the British version of the CIA?
No. That's fair, Combat. Yeah, the only reason I'm confused is most of the time that I've ever spoken to people about VGAs, they're talking about cables or ports, not the a graphics card. Was that through Scan that got sending it off for you, or are you sending it off directly through MSI? The only reason I ask is I'm kind of interested because Scan have agreements with quite a few companies, and I don't know if MSI is among them.
I did mention their quick return program in the Discord when he asked.
Yeah.
So But I guess they would have done that automatically if it was eligible.
Yeah, they probably would have done. Yeah, I don't think MSI are in it.
Council agenda ready.
Allscan said they send it to the MSI Repair Replacement Centre in Hamburg. That makes sense. If MSI have a repair centre...
Whoa, why are minerals so expensive?
Andy Hades, it's a multiplayer. It's our chilled out community multiplayer. This week, I think we've got 7 or 8 players. 8 players.
Probably because I'm having to buy minerals to maintain my freaking stuff. So I'm buying 80 minerals a month right now.
Oh, someone just
Knowledge
complained
is the
about the
key
mineral
to
price.
the universe.
Yes.
Yeah, feel free to dump it if you want.
Well, not complaining, just noting.
Yeah, you know how I make so much money? That's because I don't make a lot of most other stuff.
Got it.
Maybe buying.
Both MSI and Scan have been really good so far. It's out of warranty, and both have said they'll deal with it as if it wasn't. I mean, to be fair, MSI's warranty period's like 3 years. Their DOA period's only about a week, but which is reasonable for you to have tested a thing you've bought within a week.
Who is it that's buying lots of minerals?
Me, but that's fine.
I'm selling buttloads to try and keep the price down for you as well.
I'm also rapidly building, which is why.
And
I haven't built a minerals area yet.
I'm selling 400 a month.
Sure.
Oh, in that case, I'm selling a tiny amount.
I'm
selling 400 a month because I was so low on energy credits suddenly.
Yeah, I'm only just now starting a planet into mining because there wasn't really much of a point early game when I was just building up trade and research. And my 5 starting planets before this terraforming that I did, there was only 1 planet that had mining districts, and it only had 8. So I was like, well, I may as well not even bother. And that is now my trade place that makes almost 1,000 trade.
Nice.
I just realized what I can do to stop buying freaking so many consumer goods a month.
You go about
change my 3 industrial plant districts on my main thing into agricultural
Ship
districts.
upgrades applied.
Because my pearl divers give me more minerals a month. They give me 15.8 a month each one. And my metallurgists give me 13. So I get almost 2.5 more.
My pearl divers give me consumer goods, so they have a mineral up.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
My pearl divers give me consumer goods. Yeah, I'm talking about consumer goods.
Yeah.
But they have the same mineral upkeep as an industrial district. Maybe a little less.
That's a good point. That is actually something that I should check.
6.3 mineral upkeep to produce 13 consumer goods per artisan, whereas only 4 minerals to produce 15 pearl divers. So much better mineral to pearl diver or to
that's something that I should probably check before I invest too heavily in making a factory world.
If you have pearl divers, why do you have a factory world?
Because it was early game and it didn't have a lot of agriculture districts on that particular planet.
So they make crap tons of farms and sell the food. I'm selling 400 food a month or something like that.
Yeah, I have catalytic technicians for the alloys, so I'm actually having to buy 100 food, which arguably isn't a lot. So
Oh, that one. That's a fun civic.
yeah, I have another planet that I can turn into a farming world. Just again,
Why don't you?
I doubled my my planet amount last session.
What I do is my ecclesiastic world, what everyone's doing my Unity, is a farming world. I get one with a lot of freaking 20 plus world. Since you're ocean, it's all you can make it all agriculture. Build 7 freaking city districts, so I have enough to get all the slots. Pop down all the temples or whatever it is you have for Unity, and then everything else is farms.
Yeah, my Unity world only has 9 farm slots.
What else is there?
I haven't filled out all of the district slots yet.
Load it up with farms.
I know, I just need more population to work those things. I'm not in a massive group of people with migration treaties and everything where I can get just floods of people in my land as soon as I build space. I mean, I guess.
Build farms.
I still have it. It's not going to count for very much if there's not going to be anyone there to work them yet, but...
build Gene Clinic.
I have a revitalization center on every single planet already. That's the first thing I build every time.
I've got 78 people on my home one.
I have 81. My homeworld is my trade capital. That one's good.
Yeah, but I'm not saying but they can leave. They can go somewhere else.
Yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places for them to go to already. That have
you have too many people.
10 or less people. 5. Well, 5 of them are planets, and 4 of them are habitats.
Yeah, my growth rate's just a little over 8 a month on my main planet.
Yeah, like I said, last stream, I literally doubled my planet size because I terraformed every planet in my area at once.
Oh, I terraformed everything. I'm just not taking them all until I have enough room in empire size to drop down another one.
Nah. The way I saw it is every planet means there's more people growing on them.
I have utopian standards, so if they're unemployed, I don't care.
Oh yeah, I do too. That's right? I set it to utopian. Yeah.
Wow, I don't see Cookie at all anymore. All of his planets have been taken.
There's one planet left. Only two more war score occupation points. I mean, to finish this.
Oh yeah, he's got one planet.
One more.
Told Matt left one, not conquered.
What?
There's a inside the Covenant freaking Searcher back prime. There's a Cookie has a planet.
But if you look to the right of that, in the nebula, there's another planet.
Oh yeah, I've not been exact on the planets. I just ended up going straight to the capital.
I don't see any planets in there, Nebula. I see freaking Dak has all the planets in the nebula.
He's on the far left, so I'm
Yeah.
taking the stuff on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Covenant is actually Rebellion in the middle of his space.
Yeah, they were very nice, Rebellion. I appreciate their timing.
But Cookie took most of it back.
Yeah, but Cookie's about to be vassalized.
Do you want me to offer peace, sorry?
Yes, please.
Okay. Well, peace be upon them.
We have encountered spaceborne life forms.
Dropping that piece from orbit.
Are they losing any space in the piece?
Wait, isn't
No,
Tomat
it's just vassal.
the war leader?
Subsidization.
Oh man, aren't you war leader?
What?
So don't you propose peace?
Obviously
Yeah.
not.
He did
But
propose
we're in a
peace.
federation.
Oh, I haven't gotten the vote. Oh, there it is.
That's because you
I
don't
don't
get.
think you have a choice.
You're a subsidiary. What made you think you get a vote?
The fact that I'm in the federation.
No.
That's all.
Are you a full member or are you just an associate?
Yeah. I'm a full member.
He is a full member.
I'm
Still doesn't get a
actually
vote.
contributing quite a lot to it.
Yeah.
I'm contributing 4 XP per month.
That kind of hurts my feelings a little bit.
Well, it was meant to be about the number of thumbs people had. But
I
he
can
was going to
produce
be really
infinite
upset
thumbs.
if I said no, and it's just a game, so I thought
Yeah.
I'd then.
But I can construct infinite thumbs and attach them to my body if you want.
It's just not the same.
Okay. I can climb trees at least. We've confirmed that.
Oh, that's right. He cried a lot at the beginning of the last stream or the stream before that.
Gotta make Cookies people like me again. 'Cause they
That's
do
gonna be
not.
hard. They don't really like him.
Infidel. Well, they think I'm an unbeliever, which I am. I don't believe in whatever
Yeah.
potential deities plural they believe in. They also don't have thumbs, so I don't like them.
They are thumbs.
Now the villains from Spy Kids 1, those are my kind of
That's the-
people.
That's what I immediately
Frozen.
thought of too.
Good.
Oh.
Oh.
The
Might
game
be a bit
absolutely
Freezer.
despised you referencing it, making such an ancient reference.
Yeah, it did. Hey, Spy Kids 1 isn't that old.
Yeah, about that, buddy. I've hit resync
Oh
though.
no, it's 2001. Oh,
Yeah.
Who was it that desync?
Talk about
Is it? I need to get the Wi-Fi in this flat shack.
just after that was probably manufactured in the dying years of the last millennia, mate. That was
Somebody going and taking out and plugging your Wi-Fi connection back in?
I did actually earlier because it was absolutely awful. I've had a couple of bad days of Wi-Fi.
Do you think about running an RJ45?
no virtue bad. I had someone apply for a senior role recently that was born in 2002.
Ooh.
Wow.
That's an ambitious thing to immediately apply for straight out of
There's
It
a-
was. They
there's
were
one
woefully
kid who-
underqualified, but
Yeah, I had a feeling.
There's a guy that works on second shift and he works overtime and he comes in and works for me for a couple hours overtime a night. He needs the money because they just induced his wife. Literally, he went from high school to A&P school, which is about 2 years, to working at Boeing. So yeah,
wow,
literally.
that's a hell of a trajectory there.
That's impressive.
Yeah, he's
Fair
he was born this century,
Yeah.
and he's
That's
and he's,
insane.
and he's already got a kid.
Sounds about right.
Teen pregnancies.
Well, I mean, he basically went to a tech school
Doesn't even
rather than
have to be.
college. So, I mean, tech schools are only a couple years.
born in this century could be up to 24. That's at least 6 years of allowing to have kids.
I was making a joke, but I'm not feeling so well, so it wasn't that good.
A lot of those younger generation, they're not having kids though in their 20s.
Yeah, it's almost like if you don't have a stable income and no prospect of a stable home, that people don't reproduce.
I wasn't making a political commentary on it. I was just stating.
Oh no, I was though.
I'm kind of, yeah. Can we stop with the political commentary on everything?
Well,
Yeah,
it's
everything
currently
is a
the
political
UK's general
commentary.
election, so I'm a bit grumpier than I normally am about the state of UK politics, particularly when there was one poll showing a right party gaining a larger proportion of the vote than they really should do.
I understand why the Europeans get so sick and tired of US politics, because right after you guys are done is our presidential crap coming up.
Hey, I've already been dealing with your presidential stuff at this point for 3 months. 6 months.
Yeah, we've been listening.
Yeah, our election cycle takes a lot. Has a lot more campaigning.
We've been listening to it since middle of last year.
I was gonna say it's almost.
I've been listening.
You get 6 quiet months after your presidential elections.
I've been listening to it since 2017. It doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Since January 12th, 2016.
Well, no,
2017.
Actually, end of 2016 is
January 12th, 2017, the day after the insurrection. The violent.
No, you're thinking 2020. Well, 2021 rather.
Okay, yeah, whatever.
But yeah, I'm saying when I got into politics.
Oh, your job is politics?
No. When I got into following politics.
No offense, dude, but I hope your job is in politics.
Oh yeah, no, I would hate that job. I hate speaking to random people. Well, I hate stressful situations really, really badly.
You could be an analyst and not have to speak to people.
Yeah.
Yeah, analysts. I have friends that are analysts for US political organizations. It's a depressing job.
Ew.
Are you afraid to hit the start button?
But you know what can make your analytics more exciting?
Probably.
Oh no, it's the parabolic party here.
Couldn't resist.
Why do we let analysts in this call again?
We didn't.
Why are you clicking buttons?
Why we paused?
Pause? Why are you clicking on stuff with still pause?
It shouldn't be paused. I thought I'd already hit the unpause button.
Me too.
Oh, hey, my species modification.
And that
will probably be entirely my fault if it falls over when it falls over.
Because he sold a whole bunch of stuff on the market right before he unpaused it.
Hang on, I've hit resync again. Don't worry.
Flanker
That was my fault.
Flanker wanted to sandbag so he can continue on his rant. Because he knows if we're actually playing the game, we might interrupt him.
When's that ever interrupted?
Yeah, sometimes important stuff's going on in the game. You can't freaking tell anyone. Cause
Yeah, if only there was some sort of in-game chat or something. But everyone ignores, so I totally understand why we got
Yeah.
I don't even know what network is.
Hard to even find it. They did not make it user-friendly.
No.
You know, you have to hit L.
For only losers, use the in-game chat.
Yeah, it's L for the chat.
I don't even think there's an in-game chat for Crusader Kings 3, like at all.
There is not, sir, no. Because why would you need in-game chat for a multiplayer game?
No, it's the age of Discord. Everyone's just in Discord now.
Yeah, seriously, don't think anybody uses in-game chat for any game anymore.
No,
I
in-game
wouldn't
chat
use
tends to be
in-game.
really poorly flagged in-game as well.
I don't think anybody's used in-game chat since TeamSpeak started.
I don't know, we have some regulars that use
Well,
in-game chat. I don't read it.
But
because
like, even even like in the days of WoW, in-game chat went downhill once they started doing VoIPs, and that's when Baron's chat got out of hand. It's just a troll.
Look. If you didn't have in-game chat, how would you tell everyone how much a loser they are in League of Legends? Now, come on.
Did you read the message I put on this one?
I didn't figure it out until just now.
But Baron's chat was mostly where all the Chuck Norris jokes started back in the 90s.
I love that there are regional variations on the Chuck Norris jokes as well.
Chuck Norris runs so fast when he shadow boxes, he punches himself in the back of the head.
Yeah, in Wales for a while, the Chuck Norris joke was George North, who was a Welsh rugby player. Same jokes, just different person.
See, no virtue knows what I'm talking about. Chuck Norris jokes and Baron's chat. You're aging yourself right there, no virtue. I thought you were younger than that.
I might be what's it called? Chuck Norris was a thing when I was like 15, 16. I think I might be too young for it.
Hang on. I've got this. Don't worry, everyone. Right. I've put the child in the naughty room. So, better let back in. It's child abuse, isn't it?
Hello?
It's more important than naughty room. Better have not messed it up.
We had to put the kid in the children's room while we had an adult conversation.
What I mean by that is like I have ADHD, so my mental my social development has been pretty stunted. I still like my current best friends are all like 3-4 years younger than me. Always has been.
I mean,
it's always been either other people with severe ADHD or people 3 or 4 years younger than me.
I mean, even when I was
don't worry, I bring the average up. We're underway.
When I was 15, 16, I ended up befriending old people. So
go mad again.
We should probably just call it fails.
The flanker broke it.
Yeah, it seems like a good time to
right.
try again next week.
I think we need a rehost, and there's no point rehosting this close to timer.
That's fair. Who wants to play a ridiculous game of how fast you can stick it in the hole? Sorry, golf.
Oh. Good have a good evening.
Reservation.
That's working
thank
now.
you for the games, Ryan. Much appreciated, my friend.
It unpaused a couple times.
Bye-bye.
See you guys. So be run later for Old World, assuming that's happening.
yeah, I'm just going to mute here as I go get some food.
I don't want to hear Flanker chasing his wife around the apartment or the house, whatever it is.
No, I would just get hit with a pan. That's right. Okay, so in that case, we are ending Stellaris a wee bit early. We're going to switch over to another community game to go off with your friends. Everyone in chat is welcome to join if you want to. You're most welcome to. There will be a short intermission between the games because I have to reset up the stream for our friends over on YouTube. But I'll be back in just a moment and I'll leave you with some music to listen to. Let's get that sorted out first. And then we're going to be playing some Old World in a little over an hour. Again, everyone's welcome to join in with that as well. It's for those that don't know what Old World is, it's a Civ-like game that is over one particular period and following one dynasty. So somewhere between like a Civ and a CK3, I suppose, in some aspects. But it's my favourite Civ-like game, including Civ. So if you would like to join for that as well, we'll be doing that in just over an hour. But in the meantime, I'll leave you with some music to listen to, and I'll be back in just a moment.
night, cause I like to pretend that I haven't lost the time. In the end, the nostalgia, though it tastes fine, I can only drink a couple cause it feels like a lie. We'd play Halo, and we'd lay low in our basement until the sun began to rise. We would go to school but not learn too much, cause it's hard to read when you've got tired eyes. Months go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink Kool-Aid in the summertime. Years go by, the time it flies, past the days that we drink